So my daughter wanted to play in one of my campaigns for the first time. Now, what's been happening is I've been playing in her campaigns as the dungeon master. I know that sounds weird, but basically her friends want to play a certain type of game, and I'll put together that, and I'll be the dungeon master for the type of game they want to play, which has expanded my ability to play stuff that I never would have thought of because I don't do whimsy, I don't do comical, not as a dungeon master. I like to play in those kind of games from time to time, but not for me. My brain doesn't function like that. So she asked to play in one of my campaigns. What ended up happening was something that was just, I don't even know what to do. She was putting together a character. She knows the rules. She understands. She was building up. She's like, I'm going to be a half elf rogue, and I want to be someone that just stares at people. Like, what are you talking about? How is that? Is it a flaw? Is it a? She's like, because it's funny. I'm like, okay. And so we had to take about 45 minutes for me to explain to her what she needed to have in a character to exist in my world. Her character needed to be one that wanted to be an adventurer. That's the kind of games that I run. Because in the beginning, I do one-on-one sessions where they learn how to be an adventurer. And there's some very specific things in my campaigns that I run a homebrew where every player gets a feat. It's called an essence. That's what makes you be able to level up. Most people cannot level up. The level 1 commoner, what makes you better is your skills, which you can have better skills as a level 1 by training them for exuberant amounts of time, but you're not getting any more hit points. You're not getting any more magical ability. The essences is what ties you to the weave, which is what gives you special ability, and you get to select two, one at level 2, one at level 4. Variant humans start off level 1 with an essence. They can be born with one if you want to. So you have to figure out, because that's what politicians have. And essences don't necessarily mean combat oriented. Like there are people that get essences of mold earth, where the essence allows them to mold earth and stone, and they actually do a lot of the sitting's bidding. So you have a lot of people, but essences are very expensive. They're usually about 500 gold equivalently. And so she had to understand that part of her thing was, how did you get your essence to become an adventurer? Because adventurers have essence, and what makes them stronger. Because HP is physical resilience in my games. This is my homebrew setting now. And so she was like, oh, okay. And so she started thinking, she's like, there is no whimsy in your games. I'm like, have you met your father? You've seen my games. You've sat there and watched me play. When has there ever been whimsy? And I'm starting to wonder that the comedic things that happen on my table are never driven by me. They're always driven by my players. Now I roll into them and I go with them because there's nothing wrong with a little bit of comedy at the table, but it's not generated by me. And that's okay. Understanding your limitations as a dungeon master is an important thing to do. And every day, my daughter opens up my eyes to my limitations as a dungeon master, which is what's making me better, in my opinion.